Hello everybody, Toast Bomb here, bringing you another Halopedia Toastastica. Today, we're going to be talking about calling out. So first, let's figure out what the heck this word means. Calling out, what is that? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's essentially just telling your teammates where enemy positions are. Now, this could be anywhere from saying, oh hey, he's over by you, to breaking down the map into individual parts and having names for all those individual parts and calling out the enemy's position based on those individual names. Now you could go in with your friends, look at every individual part, name that stuff, and stuff that makes sense to you, name it whatever. You can name it Zimbabwe 3, it's some part of the map, I don't care. That would be awesome, that's totally cool. But what I highly recommend is for you to just learn the, not really official, because there's no actual official callouts, but basically what the community has accepted as the official callouts. And that would look something like this. There are a few pictures floating around there, stuff like Abandoned, Haven is the one you're seeing here, that have these individual parts broken down and all labeled all fancy and clean. So I'll have links to those in the description if you want to check them out, and I'll give you an example right here of those callouts. So this side, what you're seeing right here, this is open side. That's because there's no walling, anything like that, so it makes sense to be open. That is a common term, open side. That's the side that has, less stuff around. They'll just call it open because that's just sort of what they've been using for a long time. So this would be open ramp. Pretty self-explanatory, right? Now, this side is called the blue side. That's because it's a little darker. It kind of has this bluish hue, all that stuff. And that side's called red side. The sun's kind of coming in. It's slightly more reddish, I guess. But that's just kind of what they decided. So that would be blue wing, red plat, blue plat, all that fun stuff. You got the landings here. So very, very self-explanatory, but it is important to have some more specific callouts if there are none around. You might be like, oh man, people always are on this thing. Sometimes they kind of crouch here and hide, and that's happening to us a lot, but we don't really have a specific callout. I have problems with that word. Anyways, yeah, you might be like, oh, he's on that little railing thing, the thing behind the landing, that thing. And they're like, I don't know what that thing is. So you might come up with just a specific call out for some stuff that you personally, with your friends or team or whatever, have trouble with, of people going over here and you not really knowing what to call it. So that's totally okay if you want to do that. But as far as the basic callouts, I highly recommend using the more official ones that the community has kind of come up with. Now you might be saying, dude, what are you talking about? Why do I need to talk to my teammates, memorize all these positions, say where people are? That just sounds like a bunch of baloney. What service is that even going to provide for my team? Well, it's going to provide everything. It's going to be everything. Calling out is integral to success in the higher levels, or if you want to get better. It helps so much. Just think about it, especially in game types with no radar. You don't know where anybody is if you can't see them, or you don't have previous knowledge of where they are. You don't know where enemies are spawning, and if your teammate sees where an enemy spawns, he tells you. Boom! You already have knowledge of where someone is across the map, and you can base your position off of the position that the enemies are in, and then when people are coming around corners and what's happening. That communication is so key to success. It is a pillar. A pillar of success. It's so important. So I highly recommend knowing these things if you're going to be playing on a team, or if you're going to be playing Team Throwdown that's coming out soon. There's going to be a lot of competitive people on there with mics and calling out, so knowing these things are important, and being able to call them out for your teammates is really important. So learning that stuff before this Team Throwdown playlist comes out will be very helpful to your success in that playlist, and when the skill ranking system comes out, it'll be also very important to your success to get that 50. So first, let's talk about where this came from. How did people figure out to do this and start doing it? Well, it didn't really come from any one specific person like a lot of my previous Toastastica videos where I had, like, strong siding, and it was like, oh, it came from the dude named Strongside. What a coincidence. You know, it's not exactly like that. It was just sort of a natural progression in the evolution of Halo. Instead of saying, like, oh, he's over there, you know, in that one spot, thingy, go kill him. You're like, oh, it's top blue. And it's just much more easy, it made sense for people to do, and it was just, yeah, like I said, a natural step, a natural progression for people to go through. So, anyways, that'll be it for this one. I hope you maybe learned something, and you could start implementing this yourself, because trust me, if you're communicating with a teammate or randoms, it helps so much, and you will see your game improve massively. So anyways, that'll be it for this one. If you liked it, you can leave a like or a comment, or you can subscribe because I post new Halo videos every day. Anyways, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.